Imagine, if you will, you hired a professional property management company to manage your property. Your management company has their own screening process. That's part of why you hired them. However, before you sign off on the lease, you want to do your own extra due diligence and meet the tenants yourself in person just to be sure. After all, you're a good judge of character. They will be living in the property you own, and you will be the one ultimately taking on the credit risk. Is this a good idea? I'll explain. Should you meet prospective tenants in person? To be clear, it is a very bad idea for a rental property owner to meet prospective tenants. This is true whether it's the prospective tenant's idea or the property owner's. This is a large part of why you want to have a property manager. Here are 7 reasons why it's a bad idea for a property owner to meet prospective tenants. Number 1, it's a fair housing nightmare. This exposes both the rental property owner and the property manager to unnecessary additional fair housing risk. Fair housing laws and exposure to them are real. Your well-meaning intentions will not protect you in a court of law. Arranging a meeting between the property owner and prospective tenant, especially after a manager has already shown the property and screened the tenant, only increases this risk. Number 2, it clouds your decision. There's no better information than relevant data. Taking in subjective, emotional information only causes confusion. Looking at objective information like credit scores, verifiable income, financial reserves, and criminal records are significantly more reliable than a property owner's intuition. It does not matter how experienced you are, credit scores and income ratios are more reliable than your gut. Number 3, it scares away quality applicants. Today's tenants don't want overly intrusive landlords. It's very unusual that a tenant would be required to have an additional appointment with the owner of a rental property to be approved. This additional step will likely be interpreted as a red flag, causing quality prospects. 4, it leaves the door open for risky applicants. The applicants with low credit scores and long explanations are the ones who ask to speak with the property owners directly. They can be very persistent and convincing. If you do drop your standards for them, you not only take on the extra credit risk, but you also have the added fair housing risk from any other objectively better qualified tenants who you may have declined. And 5, it's hard to justify denials. Professional management companies have sophisticated screening processes that comply with current industry standards. If an applicant already objectively qualifies for a property, what additional information could you be trying to achieve by meeting with the applicant? Are you looking for race, familial status, or just to see if you like them or not? At that point, it's hard to justify what you were looking for and why someone was denied. And 6, it upsets denied applicants. As mentioned previously, most management companies use an industry standard screening process that requires time, effort, and application fees to be collected from each applicant. If they pass the first step and then they're required to interview with the property owner, they will be super upset and take it personally if they are turned down. And finally, number 7, it defeats the purpose of a management company. One of the main reasons why you have a management company is to create a healthy barrier between you and your tenants. This helps set the tone, keeping it less personal and more professional. Remember, your rental property is a business. Additionally, tenants are less likely to try to contact you directly for issues that you would prefer your property manager handle. Keeping matters professional will be a benefit throughout the entire tenancy relationship. The bottom line, it's a bad idea for property owners to meet with prospective tenants. Let your property manager be the one to interface with prospective tenants. When the property owner meets with prospective tenants, it's a fair housing nightmare, clouds your decision, scares away quality applicants, leaves the door open for risky applicants. It's hard to justify denials, it upsets the client's applicants, and defeats the purpose of having a property manager. If you have any further questions about this or any other real estate related topics, please reach out to the Mike Dunfee Group. Based out of Long Beach, serving much of Los Angeles and Orange County, we are happy to be your resource and are here to help.